The next tool we need to talk about is factorials. Now, this is a pretty simple one to understand. Let's consider this scenario. We have 13 runners in a race. How many different ways can those runners cross the finish line? All right, we're going to get there. The first question, though, is how many different ways can I have these runners pass first place? Well, there are 13 different runners, so there are 13 different ways that I can settle first place. How many different ways can my runners finish in second place? Well, once you have one person pass the finish line in first place, then you have 12 more runners who can finish in second place. Once first and second place are done, how many ways can the runners finish in third place? Well, there are 11 runners left. Fourth place, there are 10 runners left. Fifth place, there are 9 runners left. Sixth place, you have 8 runners left. Seventh place, you have 7 runners left. Eighth place, you have 6. Ninth, you have 5. 10th, you have 4. 11th, you have 3. 12th, you have 2. And then 13th or last place, there's only 1 runner left. All right. So how many ways can the runners finish in first place? There's only 13 ways. Take the 13 runners, only one of them is going to cross the finish line in first. How many different ways can we do first and second place? Well, there you take 13 people who can finish in first, or 13 different ways you can have them finish in first, times the 12 different ways you can have them finish in second, just using the fundamental counting rule. How many different ways can the runners pass first through third place? Well, 13 options for first place, 12 options for second place, 11 options for third place. Multiply 13 times 12 times 11, and you've got yourself the number of different ways to finish first, second, and third place. This process continues. Let's go cut all the way to the end and say, how many different ways can they cross the finish line? In other words, how many different ways can these runners be ordered from first to last place? Well, fundamental counting rule says 13 ways that you can finish in first place, times 12 in second place, times 11 in third place, times 10 in fourth place, so on, and keep going to the end. All right, if I do that calculation, that comes out to be 6,227,020,800 different ways that just 13 runners could be organized as they cross the finish line. Okay, who knew? Just simply 13 runners, and there are that many different ways that they can cross the finish line. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. Okay, so what we have seen is a factorial in action. A factorial is just a product of a number times the number below it times the number below it, all the way down to 1. So for example, 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1, which turns out to be 6. 7 factorial would be 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that comes out to be 5,040. Okay, so let's get back to the question. 13 runners in a race. We saw that following the fundamental counting rule, the number of ways that they can all place between first and last place is 13 times 12 times 11 times 10, so on. Well, hey, what is that? That looks to me like a factorial. That is just 13 factorial. Sure enough, if you go into your calculator and do 13 factorial, you get 6,227,020,800. That's how to do a factorial, and factorials will be used a lot as we get into the next couple of videos as we look at the next 2 tools or rules for counting.